Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about my HR management degree, and I'll walk you through all the classes that I took at McGill University, which is in Canada. And this video will be helpful especially for those who are aspiring HR professionals and for those who already have HR experience but don't have formal HR education. So I studied HRM at McGill University between 2017 and 2019. And I chose this particular university for two main reasons. One, low tuition fees for local students, and two, high global university rankings in case I ever look for another job globally if I ever want to move out from North America. I took in total 14 classes, and 3 of them were language courses and 1 course was in IT because I wanted to transition from a classical HR to an HR IT solution consultant as an option if I need it in the future. Most importantly, I wanted to grasp the idea of AI technology and blockchain earlier than the rest of the market because this will disrupt HR departments in the next decade, as all our data will be going through blockchain and AI technology will do the most of HR work, including people selection, including analyzing those people on the level that even we humans may not fully realize about ourselves. Are you surprised that this will be our reality sooner than later, and we all get our jobs by being assessed by artificial intelligence technology? I'm not surprised at all. The great thing about this very program is that after completing it, I was eligible, and I am still eligible, to write a professional certification exam to get my professional HR designation, which is called CHRP in Canada or SHRP in the United States or CIPD in the UK. So these all factors were enough to convince me to get a post-grad diploma instead of master's degree diploma, and that helped me a lot to skip all the coursework and also save my time and save on tuition, of course. So let's review each course now and see if it was worth attending. So my first class was Behavior in Organizations, which was a fun and very easy class. The focus was on understanding corporate psychology and things that help businesses work from inside. Those concepts were a bit vague, I agree, but I think most of the knowledge will come from your life experience. The second class that I took was Strategic HR Management. We overviewed all HR functional areas, impacts of different HR policies, analyzed best employees practices, including legal, financial, ethical implications. Another great class was Staffing Organizations, and I really loved this class. The instructor was great. Honestly, I didn't realize before how crucial it is to follow all the professional, moral, legal concepts while selecting employees. I noticed a lot, and you probably too, if you are job hunting, that sometimes recruiters post cringy job announcements that discriminate against certain ages and backgrounds and even prevent qualified candidates from applying for jobs. It's a benefit of a doubt. I don't know. Some of the recruiters just don't realize it completely that they are doing a mistake. So they're making this mistake. Pay attention if you are an HR aspiring professional. So the fourth class that I took was Talent and Performance Management, which was a bit vague. The course and materials were ambiguous. The whole semester I was thinking this could be summarized into a 3-hour workshop. That would save me a lot of time, and definitely it's not worth attending for 5 months. I'm not sure why this class was a separate class because it could be well combined with another useless class that I took, which was Developing HR. I don't want to offend anyone, the instructor and the ones who loved it, but to me, the class was a complete failure. One of the worst courses on this program. The curriculum promised to teach students how to apply learning and development strategies and change the organizations that need those changes, and how to evaluate your training outcomes and expenses. And honestly, I believe that someone from a big consultancy firm could very well deliver the entire course material in just a couple of hours. The thing is that I really have a low tolerance level when it comes to BS and empty talks, especially if it's long and torturing and I have to pay for it on top of that. So the next class that I took was Employee and Labor Relations. It was very practical. We covered every subsystem of industrial relations in this class. We looked at how executives, managers, employees, employee representatives, and HRs or IRs are interconnected and bear significant responsibilities for their actions and their decisions. To add to the well-designed course materials, we had a terrific project where we imitated a real strike with the real management, with a real union, and real negotiations. In general, it was one of the most useful HRM courses that I took, and it will be very useful if you want to understand unionized environment. Okay, let's talk about the workplace injuries now. So I always knew that I wouldn't touch occupational health and safety functions in my career, HR career. So the course was great, but it's just not my cup of tea, And because it's a little bit different professional path working with workplace injuries, in general, in reality, only HRBPs or health and safety officers will deal with these issues should they arise at the workplace. However, the class was pretty eye-opening as we analyzed cases when someone got hurt and what were the core reasons for those damages and was it preventable? In any case, anything that happens at the workplace is a workplace problem, not an employee's problem. And this mentality helped me think about workplaces' safety in a more proactive way. Sadly, this curriculum hasn't discussed anything relevant to employee well-being or mental health burnouts, not even one class, not even during one class we discussed it, which I think is a major disappointment given the current realities. And therefore, if you want additional knowledge about mental health and well-being, anything free online would be sufficient. So the next course I took was Compensation and Rewards, which was my favorite. Surprise. Who doesn't enjoy financial planning and budgeting? Previously, I thought everyone has salaries, bonuses, commissions, and employee benefits. Everything is standard. But I didn't realize that those compensation structures should be designed in a way to fit organizational culture, and compensation managers thoroughly think about how to link your limited financial resources with the highest performance possible, link it with the job market and job difficulty, and kind of tag positions and their worth in their highly confidential spreadsheets. So the last required course that I took was HR Info Systems. And honestly, the class was really weird because the objectives of the course, as I understood this, was to select and offer HR software to the CEO and persuade the CEO to buy the software. I'm not really convinced that you need a whole class for this, because do you always need a course choosing a phone, a car, or an apartment or a home? No, we just compare available options and we just assess, can we afford it or not? And that's it. So I also took 2 elective courses that was kind of a waste of time. The first one was, as I mentioned before in the video, was about IT for managers, and the second one was project management, tools and techniques. It was a long 6-hour lecture on Saturday morning, but besides that, the instructor was all over the place. Before the final exam, I just went over the PM course. I bought on Udemy for $15 and I passed the exam, but I passed it thanks to the cheap $15 course available online. It was such a waste of money considering how much 3 credit costs at McGill University, and I would be really depressed if I had to pay it as an international student. The good thing is that those academic hours are counted towards PMI academic requirements, and if you are ready to sit the exam, you just go and register after the course. Answering the question, was it worth to study for a post-grad degree to start a career in HR? I would say yes, absolutely 100%, as it opened job opportunities right away, even before I graduated from the program, because recruiters and supervisors highly rate the school and the graduates. But as for the HR program itself, I believe that half of it might be revised. However, if you're someone like me who had HR experience, I think a short certificate program would be good, and then you can pass your designation exam. As always, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Don't be shy to ask questions in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.